Welcome to this Zentangle Quickie. My name is Heather Hartwick Gladden. I'm a Certified Zentangle Teacher, and today we're going to take a look at the tangle Chimidle by Cindy Angiel. I hope I pronounced that right. I was trying to decide if it should be a ch or a sh, because it could go both ways, but I'm thinking ch seems to work best. It's a cute tangle. I don't remember where I saw it first, but I followed it over to Cindy's website, and I don't know. Something struck me about it, and I wanted to share it. Okay, so it starts off with a bunch of lines, however you want to draw them. And I'm thinking, I mean, not, I don't think you want them too far off. Kind of sort of in a loose row, or yeah. So here's what I'm doing. I'm doing it like this. I'm kind of doing them different directions. Oh, let's put here, and then we'll put one. Let's get one going flat on the bottom. Okay. Then we are just putting C-shaped curve lines on the tops of all of them. And they don't need to meet up, because the next step we're going to put orbs in between. And that's why, they're not necessarily too far away from each other, but, it just kind of, it's nice and playful. I think that's what attracted me to this. And I was like, oh yes, we need playful. Playful is good. All right. So, and a lot of no rhyme or reason too, which that probably lends itself to the playful nature. So I am going to put, and the orbs they all seem to touch. So I'm going to start here on this line, put it like that. I'm going to bet too, depending, you could probably, if you were so inspired and like, oh, I need to add some, somewhere, I'm sure there's always a way. And it's Zentangle, and it's your tangle, and you get to do whatever you want with it. Okay, so kind of like that. Then, to make it look like this is something spilling out of bowls is what the way, I interpret it. I'm going to put, let me flip it. Okay, because that's easier. I'm looking at a C-shaped curve line, although in Cindy's, it almost looks like they're straight lines, but you take a look at it, and if you want to interpret it, let me just look again. Well, it's one of those, it's not going to matter for sure. Some things look curved, some things don't. And so there we have it. All right. But what I'm going to do is, I'm going to start here. And I'm aiming for about the middle. That's what I'm aiming for. And then just hollow bowing underneath that orb. And see, some of them are just going to look like a straight line. So this is where it's like, it really doesn't, it's not going to matter at all. But doing it about halfway, it gives you the impression that the orb is coming out of the ball. And then the last one, she doesn't have anything underneath it. So we're going to leave it. That's why I thought, oh, I'm going to do the last one kind of flat-ish. All right. And then from here, let me go back and look at something really quick. Yeah, I added in my version of this step out, filling in underneath there. Well, and you can fill it in however you want. Although I do see one where she colored in this part, not that part, and then, using color, and then the orb. So go take a look, and, I just think that they're fun because it's inspiring, to see what other people, what she's done, and then see what direction it takes you. Because, so what I was thinking is like, oh, I could do straight lines here, and then I could fill that in. That could look cute. But I'm just gonna, let's just keep it simple for us here, because I need not go into a dissertation on what I'm thinking I want to do. All right. Let's grab my graphic one because it fills in a little bit quicker. You know, and two, because I'm thinking here, I'm like, oh, well, I went over a little bit. And I'm like, well, I don't have to do all of them the same. But of course, I'm doing it after the fact that after I've started this. I'm like, well, that's all right. We'll add some shading. Shading covers a multitude of sins. All right. Like I said, I just thought this was so cute. All right. And just because I need to fill in these little bits with the 01. I like it. I'm debating on, well, now I think let's just no, let's have some fun. All right. Ooh, let's divide this, just twice. Depending on the size. Oh, I like it. So I'm going in half-ish, and then I'm not necessarily great I'm good at divide it in half, then in half again, and half again. I don't know. That's easy for me to eyeball. So I continually work on then dividing it into, putting 2 lines in instead of 1 line. It's not too bad. I like it. All right, and let's see. I'm gonna just add a little C-shaped curve line to those balls there, orbs, I mean. And because I'm picturing them as balls falling out of something. All right, and then let's just do a little bit of shading. And I'm gonna, well, am I gonna do it on the same side as I do that? Sure. I really didn't need to. I was calculating in my head. It's like, do I want to do that or do I not want to do that? I was like, it doesn't matter. Just do something. So I'm doing something. And we could add a little bit of curve to those with what's left on the tortillon. Well, we ran it out quickly. Just to make it, helps being a little bit darker. Cute. And let's do this. You want to add a little bit to the motion. You can add, I'm adding a little drop shadow. Yes. And since I've decided that one is kind of sitting on the floor, I'm going to make a little virtual floor with some squiggles. How fun. Well, I hope that you enjoyed this one. If you did, please click on the like button. And if you liked it enough to see more, would love to have you be a subscriber to the channel. I mentioned the description section, so do check out the links to the step outs. And then below that is my link tree. So if you enjoy my goofy style, Would love to connect. And so all of my social media is there. Link to my website where you can follow my blog. We have a Tangle Addicts community Facebook page, or excuse me, group. I have a page. You can follow me there for classes and things. The group, you can come and join in on the fun. There are 4 questions, though, that you have to answer in order to gain entry. And I mentioned following me for classes, so I have a couple links there for that. I teach on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Thursdays are always free. It's called Tangle Time. And then Tuesdays generally have a fee except for the third Tuesday. And all of this is barring any schedule changes. And I never usually say it except when I know I'm going to have some coming up. I just have, like, I think one coming up next month. So, always, if the schedule changes. And then I usually try to reschedule instead of just cancel. I don't, we need our fix. So I do my best to do that. All right. So tons of information there and tons of fun. And I think that is it. So with that, thank you so much for watching. And I wish you happy tangling.